Yo, what's up, everybody? RevSauce9. Make sure to rate, like, and subscribe. Guys, you're not subscribing, subscribe. Hit that bell icon because you get good content, good quality content like this, and you guys get to hear my opinion on things like Darvin Ham being fired by my Lakers. We're going to talk about it. But before we get to that, guys, I was really sick in the last week. I've been on antibiotics. I went to the doctors. They gave me antibiotics, medications, things like that to get better. I have just been really sick. And I got it passed back to me after I got well after a few days, and it just got extremely worse. And I just did not feel like being online, doing videos, doing reviews. I've been watching wrestling. I've been watching a lot of sports. I was just really sick. Unfortunately, I got the flu, turned into a virus, and then it just became really bad. And then I got the flu again. So all in 1 week and a couple of days, I just been sick. And unfortunately, when I'm sick, I just want to go die in a corner in my house and just not do anything. And I went to the doctors. They gave me medicines, nose sprays, things like that. I had an infection and sinus infection and so forth and so on. So when I get sick, I tell you guys, I get sick. And I just don't want to do anything at that point. So everything's coming back up online. I've been watching wrestling, sports, things like that. I apologize and thank you for being patient with me. I just was really sick. And sorry I didn't report in. My bad. I just was really sick. Anyway, we're going to talk about Darvin Ham being fired by my Los Angeles Lakers. You know that I'm a Lakers fan. I'm a huge Lakers fan. And Darvin Ham's days were numbered. When you had AD saying that he didn't want to play with them, team basically saying they didn't know, they didn't have a plan, they didn't have this, where the coach and the players were on two different disconnects, and Darvin Ham looked like he was favoritizing players that he has coached in the past over going with the players that are being paid millions upon millions of dollars. And it just looked like it was a chaotic mess. LeBron didn't really like him at the end. AD didn't really like him at the end. D'Lo didn't really like him at the end. And you got players having animosity now. You got people being upset. Who do the Lakers go to? Mark Jackson. Nobody's bringing this up. Mark Jackson. Bring in somebody that's got Phil Jackson-esque aura. Mark Jackson. Why is nobody talking this? JJ Redick, really? No. The assistant coach behind, what's his name? The coach of the Denver Nuggets? Yeah, no. Bring in Mark Jackson. Tyronn Lue looks like he's going to be signed, sealed, and delivered to the Clippers. They want him. They're going to pay him buku money. He's got a team that's kind of healthy, kind of not healthy. Kawhi Leonard, you know, he's got to stay healthy. Kawhi Leonard honestly has not been healthy. And unfortunately, that's what's going on with the Clippers. I thought the Clippers would have went pretty far, but they got ousted last night. And the thing is with Darvin Ham is he just did not have the cohesion of the team. He just didn't. He wasn't a locker room leader. For the first year of his contract, yeah, he led the troops, but they couldn't get over the hurdle, and you could see why that was. And now you see why that was. People are angry that, you know, like Perkins and Stephen A. Smith and things like that. But Darvin Ham was favoritizing players over other players that have massive deals that should be in your starting lineup, that should, like Reeves. That was a joke on the sideline that Reeves is calling to be put in the game, and you're going with Dinwiddie instead. You know, Hachimura wasn't put in good places. You had Vanderbilt that was healthy. Coaching blunders that he was doing that could have won you a couple of more games, probably. Could have stretched the series longer, in my opinion. But my Lakers were doomed to begin with. I said that halfway of the season, they quit. They just quit, and then they stack. LeBron's always been this way. LeBron will always go and place the blame to everybody else. But really, it's kind of him and AD's fault. You didn't rally the troops to do what you needed them to do. The moment was bigger than Austin Reeves. The moment was bigger than D. D'Lo is a hit-and-miss player. And I hear this Trae Young shit. Like, honestly, I don't want to see Trae Young. Donovan and Mitchell, probably. I think, you know, personally, I think you work what you have, you build on what you have, and you bring in a few more key pieces. You bring in a good coach like a Mark Jackson. Nobody talks about Mark Jackson. I want to see a Mark Jackson in LA because he's under the catalyst of Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson was a hell of a coach, had a dynasty team, and was able to get big egos in a room to work together to win championships. LeBron is probably going to sign with the Lakers. I have a feeling that he's going to get what he wants. He's going to get a 3-year deal, probably a big money deal. Maybe 4 if he really wants to stretch it out that long. Does he want to play until he's 44? We'll find out for sure. I think LeBron's going to try to do what Tom Brady did in the NFL, go until he can't no more, until the wheels fall off. And LeBron has shown that the wheels are not coming off. And let's talk about my Lakers. For instance, people are saying AD and LeBron are old. Let me put a fact out for you. The guy, the Joker, that's over at Denver is only 2 years younger than fucking AD. What are we having a conversation on? Stop the shit saying AD is old. He ain't old. Shut your face. Shut your face. LeBron and AD can't carry the whole team. That's the thing here. When you have AD and LeBron carrying the team, which I watched the whole series, carrying the team, when you don't have a D'Lo showing up, you don't have Reeves getting, these guys have big deals, Hachimura not showing up, you're going to lose. You're going to lose. These guys were choke artists. Just saying. You can't have 2 players doing it all and nobody facilitating. At the end, yeah, D'Lo showed up at the end. Austin Reeves, I felt, needed more minutes at the end. But when you sit, Darvin Ham deserved to be fired. When you can't rally your troops to win a series, or you can't come up with a game plan as reports have said, you deserve to be fired. When you can't get LeBron and AD and your team on the right, you had two Hall of Famers, no joke. People may love, hate LeBron. I've been on the camp, I love, hate LeBron. I've really liked LeBron, but yes, he's an ego. Yes, he wants to win. Yes, he wants that 5th ring. Yes, he wants to be put on the route much more of, he said it himself. I could be wrong. I think he's going to be back with the Lakers. I think his kid will be with the Lakers. I think that's where they're going. I think they're going to appeal to him. They're going to do everything in their power to get his son over to LA so his son can take over the team. I think that's what LeBron wants to do. His son has already talked about going into the G League and possibly entering the draft. Will the Lakers play him first season? I hope not. I hope he hones his craft in the G League and maybe in Summer League. But, yeah, like I said before, it wasn't AD's fault and it wasn't LeBron. AD was playing with a hurt shoulder and still was scoring and still doing the things. Come on. Meanwhile, Joker's only 2 years younger. Should I call him old? He's killing it right now. Should I call him old when he's 30 and trade him off? Denver is going to win probably another championship this year. If Minnesota doesn't have anything to say with that. But I'm still in the camp of repeat champions. Good on Denver. Denver deserved to win. They were the better team. KCP, Michael Porter Jr., great players. They deserve to win. We choked. We could have done a million different things. We shouldn't even been in the play-in tournament. Or, sorry, the buy-in tournament to get into the fucking NBA playoffs. I think that was a joke in itself. We shouldn't even been at that point. We should have been a fourth place team. We should have been, facing Denver again in the conference finals. We had players coming off. Cam Reddish didn't show up this year. Taurean Prince was a shell of himself. And you had players that just quit. You had players that are getting paid big money with the Lakers and they just quit. Nobody's talking about that. As a Lakers fan, I watched games where the Lakers just quit. And you saw that in the series. The Lakers just quit. D'Lo is not what he cracks up to be. D'Lo is hot and cold. 1 minute you get D'Lo being the great all-star player that he is, and then the next game he plays like where he doesn't give a shit. You have Austin Reeves that's got all this Anthony Caruso or whatever his name that we had as a Lakers part of me. I'm a Lakers fan and I'm getting my players butched, but I apologize. But again, Austin Reeves is another one, hot and cold. Next minute he's great, next minute he's not. Next minute he could score you 30, 40 points. The next minute he could score you 4. Hachimura, guy we invested so much time and effort into, hot and cold. Could be a Robert Horry-esque player. Where was he? Didn't exist. Vanderbilt was healthy, ready to go for the last 2 games. Didn't play him. That's where you get fired. When you read reports on players quitting, players didn't really care, Anthony Davis getting in almost a fist fight with Darvin Ham trying to control his players, trying to rally the troops, and to no reveal, you're going to get fired. That's just the way it goes. The NBA is literally a cutthroat league now. If you don't perform, you're getting fired. If you stay as a long-term tenured coach, well, good luck to you. We're seeing that in Phoenix. I feel sorry for Phoenix. Phoenix invested so much in offense instead of defense. We are seeing that now. And it's just, it's remarkable. Who is going to be the next Lakers coach? I hope it's not JJ Redick. I hope it's Mark Jackson. I hope it's a Mark Jackson type coach that can really force the players to be honest. Mark Jackson basically made the dynasty of the Golden State Warriors. And before he can even stamp his name on it, he got fired. I think he deserves to have another chance. I've said Mark Jackson. I don't want anybody else but Mark Jackson. Ty Lue, okay, that's a LeBron James pick, but Ty Lue looks like he's going to be wrapped up in the Clippers. The Lakers, personally, to me, I think they should work on what they have, build around what they have. They weren't really healthy as much. And for people to tell me AD and LeBron did not play most of the season, they did. They played 72 games. We had them for almost a whole season healthy. Outside of a few games, they were hurt. LeBron James was even playing on a bad fucking ankle and still balled out at the end. AD, hurt shoulder, still balling out. We're going to see when the Olympics happen where LeBron and AD are at, because they're playing in the Olympics for Team USA with Embiid. We're going to see how these 3 players, Embiid was hurt. We're going to see. We're going to see where LeBron, AD are at after the Olympics. We're going to see the NBA, what they do as far as trades and everything else as far as the league goes. Right now, it just looks like to me it could be New York, the Celtics, and it looks like it's going to be Denver. Denver's going to have to go through a tough Minnesota team, but I think really Denver will persevere through that. Denver looks like it be a threat, and I think Denver will win the NBA Finals this year. I still put my bets on that one. I don't have any money to wager there, but you guys get the point. But yeah, my Lakers are a mess right now. They got to figure this out, and shame on the Lakers all around. Players, shame on LeBron. I like LeBron. I wasn't the biggest fan of LeBron. It took me a long time to warm up to him. I wasn't the biggest fan of LeBron. There's a lot of LeBron haters out there, to be honest with you. But LeBron could do this. He's a proven winner. And unfortunately, last few years, LeBron, I think the Lakers need to sit down with him and say, hey, look, it's not working what you're doing. It's, we need to put a winning. You want to win, you got to suck your ego and your pride at this point. You want your son here, we're going to get him here, but you got to let us do our jobs. And Pelinka looks bad. Rob Pelinka looks really bad. Like, he constructed this team. And now they're having to retool. And this is I think the 5th coach in so many years. I think, the Lakers need to settle down and they need to, buy in, and they need to look in themselves in the mirror and just realize that if they want to win a championship, they gotta do some things. They gotta fix their team. And that's just the fact. We got to bring in some players. Trae Young, I don't know, man. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of Trae Young. I don't think Trae Young will be the answer. Donovan Mitchell, maybe, if Donovan Mitchell does opt out. We'll see. Again, there's a few other players that the Lakers have, or people have mentioned. We'll see. Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson. I mean, Klay Thompson would be a good answer. I like Klay Thompson. I like Klay. I think Klay would be perfect for the Lakers, but do the Lakers want to give the farm away? Same with Donovan Mitchell. Same with Trae Young. You know, just, you know, do the Lakers want to get rid of players? I don't think Trae Young's all that in a bag of chips. That's just my personal opinion. Anyway, let me know. Comment down below what you feel about my Lakers. I think my Lakers are they need to sit and reconstruct. I think they need to reflect. I think LeBron. What team is LeBron gonna go to? Really, this is a joke to me. What team is LeBron? Philly? He really going to Philly to play with Embiid? No, he'll stay with the Lakers. He's got too much business in LA. He's got too much going on in LA. He's making too much money in LA for him to leave. His sons are playing for college teams in LA. And you know, I just don't think LeBron's leaving LA. I think this is all just a front like he did before and the year before that. And it's the same shit, just another day. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Let me know. Chime down in the comment section. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.